morning. How is everyone doing? Like everyone else, I've been struggling with the heat up here. We get like temperatures in the 90s and 100s regularly every year for about 2 or 3 months. Sometimes it drops to the 80s. I'm currently working on strategies to keep the house cool, and once I kind of get that under control, I'll show you how I do it without any air conditioning. So far so good on some of my strategies. Anyway, yesterday I left town briefly and had to an event, and I made a couple of stops, and I wanted to show you the thrift store stops I got, plus one great thing I got from Walmart last week, which you might want to look into. My first stop was at Habitat for Humanity. I don't know if you've ever been to one of those, but they're a really great thrift store. Not everything is, you know, super cheap, but sometimes you can find stuff that's really very well priced. They have, at my store, they have a couple of carts with the shelves on them, and you can get stuff, kitchen stuff generally for a very low price. So I got 3 things. I got these little, I guess, hot dog holders, you know, food holders for I think $2. They're Dollar Tree ones, I believe, but I wasn't at Dollar Tree. I was there and they had them. So the reason I got these was basically to save money and time and everything on washing dishes. I've set up a little area in the back of my house, which is kind of like a little tea area. Not real glamorous, as you can see from the picture, but it certainly serves the purpose, and we like to go down there, me and friends like to go down there and sit by the little creek there and just under the trees. It's a lot more fun than it looks. So I bring down sometimes cookies or different types of tea bags. I'll bring down like a carafe I have for the hot water and cups. So this is, I thought, would kind of save on the dishes if I could just put the cookies in these and put spoons and tea bags in another one instead of pulling down plates and all that sort of stuff. In related news, when I saw I was going down there a lot to the bottom of the hill where the little creek is and everything, I found it to be a little arduous carrying plates and the carafe and sugar and honey and cookies and all that sort of stuff. I didn't really have a method for doing that. So I told one of my tea drinking friends, you know, I'd love to find just a big basket with a handle, and then I could put everything in it and carry it down there. So the very next day I was at the laundromat, and this woman came up to me and said, people sometimes leave free stuff there. So she said, you know, I'm leaving this child's sleeping bag and this basket. Are you interested for free? I said, I am interested for free. So there's an expression in Hebrew from your mouth to God's ear. So I guess you call it manifesting or whatever you want to call it. But so I love this thing. It's big. It's in pretty good shape. I just put all my tea stuff in there, and now I'll put my little red baskets in there, and in one trip I can carry everything down to the bottom of the hill. So back to the thrift store, I found this huge Tupperware bowl for $1. I love this. I have a couple of bowls, but none are, usually most everything I do can fit in the bowls I have, but every once in a while I have a situation where I need a bigger bowl. So now I have one. It would be totally cool if it still had the lid, but I'm thrilled. It's Tupperware. Tupperware has a really great reputation, will last forever, so this is going in my kitchen. There are a lot of rocks and minerals up here, so I've been doing some rock hounding with a friend of mine, and we get sometimes little tiny little crystals and stuff mixed up with mud and dirt and all that stuff if you go into a riverbed. So cleaning them has been a little bit of an issue, and normal strainers, the little holes, you know, whatever it is with the strainer, are too big. So when I was at that same store, I found this for $3. It is great. It's almost like a fabric, and it has a nice flat bottom, so I'll be able to put river rocks and stuff in there and rinse everything out and be relatively assured that nothing too interesting will slide through the holes there. So anyway, looking forward to doing that too this summer. My one big regret is that they had a $3 cutting board there with some rubber feet under it to keep it from sliding, and somehow I got distracted and didn't grab it. I could have used it, but that's okay. There'll be another one soon. I was looking at cutting boards at Grocery Outlet, and they're $9, $10. So this would have been a great deal if I could have, if I actually had picked it up and put it in my cart. I don't know what happened, what distraction happened. There's a little store at the bottom of the hill that is run by the senior center, and they have a lot of craft supplies in there. So I go there from time to time because I like to sew and knit. So I did pretty well. I used to do, this is a head, a foam head. I used to do craft fairs. I would sell hats I knitted and jewelry I made, and I always wanted a foam head to display some of the hats. Well, they're expensive. So this was a $3 head, and I probably will either paint this or Mod Podge it or do something, but for $3 I couldn't not grab it. I also got some fabric. My granddaughters are coming to visit me this week for the day, and they're both little. They both love babies and all that sort of stuff. So I have an old cradle that my father made for me when I was a baby many years ago to play with. So I'm going to pull that out of storage. It's pretty big. It's about this big. I'll try to put a photo in here of it if I pull it out in time. But I was looking for something, some baby blankets or something for them to play with. So at the same thrift store, I got this adorable thing for $3. Just adorable. With handmade. Somebody put those little baskets on. So it's going to fit really well in the cradle. And then I got some material for the back. Some gingham. So my total haul at that thrift store was $6. Now, the last time I was at that thrift store, I usually like to buy stuff that I can sell. So the last time I was at that thrift store, I had some more time. So I actually spent $14 the last time I was there. And I think I've sold like $13 worth of stuff from that trip. So I pretty much, I guess, covered the cost of that trip. And I really haven't finished listing the other things I got. So my best case scenario is that what I bought last time, I will cover the cost of that trip and cover the cost of this trip. Finally, I was looking for something reasonable to make sun iced tea. I have a really small refrigerator, so a lot of those tall containers don't work too well in there, and I just wasn't able to find something out of glass. Also, I wanted either a big mason jar or something. Could not find anything. So I walked down the aisles of Walmart and I found this. It's glass. It's half a gallon. I love it. I've used it to make iced tea already. It does a fabulous job. I could keep it in the refrigerator like this, and then pour it into the pitcher when I'm ready for it. So this took, last time I made sun tea, I used 3 Celestial Seasoning tea bags, and I also put in some dried, some of my dehydrated lemons. I was making lemon zinger iced tea, so I added some dehydrated lemons into the mix when I was sun teaing it, and it came out great. I think it cost $5 or $6, but I'm going to get years and years of use out of this, I know for sure. So that was my little mini haul. Everything I got I can use and I'm happy with, and didn't spend too much money on. So anyway, happy shopping to all of you. Happy summer. Try to stay cool. I know that's a tall order, but we're all working on it, right? All right. Thank you so much for watching.